age-wise, a couple of years. But, yeah. So this is one of our winners from the Bible Drill Students Speaker Tournament. And this tournament runs from about January to May. And one of our winners is coming up. She wrote this talk, memorized this talk, and now she's about to deliver this talk to y'all. All right? She hails from Azusa Pacific University. Much love for Azusa Pacific. She plays tennis. Now, tennis is her racket, but so is having a conversation with Ignition 2K15. Now, she might be a little shy, so everybody say, "Hi, Megan." Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Megan Lee.
Okay, so good morning, guys. Like he said, my name is Megan Lee, and the topic of my speech is what 1 Peter 1, 6-7 means to me. In this you greatly rejoice, even though now for a little while, if necessary, you have been distressed by various trials, so that the proof of your faith, being more precious than gold, which is perishable, even though tested by fire, may be found to result in praise and glory and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ. These words have been particularly meaningful to me lately. A few weeks ago, a friend of mine told me that her father had just passed away. And while we were on the phone, she was crying and expressing regret for being unappreciative and unloving towards her father. I usually know what to say to people, but at that moment, I was at a loss for words. With empty assurances, I told her, "Your father's in a better place, so don't worry." When I hung up the phone, I cried. It hit me what a hypocrite I was, telling my friend what to do and feel when my relationship with my own father was broken. And on top of that, I couldn't believe I lied to her, saying her non-Christian father was in heaven just because that's what she wanted to hear. I took off my cross necklace because I felt so unworthy of wearing it. I remember thinking to myself, this sinner deserves to go to hell. And at that moment of sober realization, I turned to God and read the gospel, where I found news that had never sounded so good. That Jesus is my only hope for salvation in this life and the next. Apart from him, I am wretched, vile, and helpless. But in him, I am forgiven, for he has given his life for mine. The cross is for liars, sinners, and hypocrites. It is for me. It is for us. In Mark 2:17, Jesus says, "It is not those who are healthy who need a physician, but those who are sick. I did not come to call for the righteous, but sinners." I put on this cross necklace as a reminder that yes, I am a great sinner, but even more so, Christ is a great Savior, and he is the only one I can cling on to save me from myself. And this is the amazing good news that serves as a foundation for 1 Peter 1, 6-7. So if we can backtrack a little bit, in verses 4 and 5, Peter describes our salvation as an inheritance that is imperishable and undefiled and cannot fade away. You see, it can never be taken away from us, not even through our suffering, whether it be getting cancer, being mocked for being a Christian, or even losing our lives. Our salvation is sealed in heaven for us and cannot be touched, and therefore we can greatly rejoice. And when we do so in the midst of our suffering, our faith is proven to be genuine and more precious than gold. Now I keep talking about faith, but what determines whether it can stand the test of fire? I realize that it does not ultimately come down to the strength or quality of my faith, but rather it is about the strength and quality of the one in whom my faith is placed. As Pastor Tim Keller says, it is the object of your faith that actually saves you. Christ is the one who Christ for Real. Our author and preacher, Charles Price, recounts the story of an art gallery competition where the theme of the contest was peace. Now, the second place prize winner painted a calm, pristine lake scene with a landscape of coniferous trees that snaked around the edges of the lake. But another painter drew a picture of a thunderstorm with pitch-black clouds, thundering rain, and flashes of lightning. Overlooking the raging waters was a jagged cliff, and 2/3 of the way up was a cleft with a nest inside. And in this nest, there laid a bird, sound asleep. We see here that it is not the faith of the bird that protected it from the turbulent storm, but rather the strength of the rock. And it is this painting that won first place. You see, brothers and sisters, it is not the peaceful moments that reveal the authenticity of our faith, but rather the trials and storms of this life. And it is in these times that we can rest in God and greatly rejoice, because God is our unshakable, unwavering rock of ages, our refuge in any storm. Thank you.